Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles and another car side chat. And somebody asked me to do a video today, and so I'm going to do a video. And it is a video of what would it take to cross the line, okay? And I think specifically they were talking about, a sexy statue, like a risque statue, okay? And this answer will, of course, be, and he even said that in his comment, that it will be different for everybody. But for me, it's very simple. What will cross the line is that I have a family. And so, yes, there are characters that are very beautiful, very sexy. I think of like Poison Ivy. Oftentimes, Poison Ivy is a character that is, questionable at times, where she maybe is just covered with some leaves or something like that. But in my opinion, I've got my kids that come in, or I've got my wife that comes in. And is it going to offend them? Is it going to be making them uncomfortable? Okay? And so generally with Batman characters, I don't have to worry too much about that. They're usually pretty costumed up, you know what I mean? And so I don't have to worry about that. But there are beautiful statues out there. And again, the one that brought this conversation up was the Succubus piece from Sideshow. Obviously, Vampirilla and other things. Let's bring up Vampirilla. So that was another statue that I had on pre-order from Prime 1 Studio. I bought it, canceled it, bought it again, canceled it a second time. I know. I'm crazy. But it was a couple of different things. Obviously, number one, it wasn't a Batman villain. Yes, I could have tried to make it Talia al Ghul, whatever I was going to try, right? But at the same time, it was also pretty risque. It's a pretty risque character. And so, am I the only one really that goes into my collection room? Yes. Would I have probably been okay? Yes. But at the same time, it's still kind of an iffy statue, right? Now, if you are, somebody that has a very understanding partner, or maybe you are single and living alone, that sort of thing, maybe you will have no problem displaying these things in your display. But then I also have a question, okay? Let me talk to the single collectors out there, right? So let's say that you buy a very risque statue, okay? What would cross the line for you, number one? Also, number two, let's say that you have a very risque statue, and then you bring people over to your house or your apartment. Is that awkward? Do you feel awkward about having maybe a half-naked woman on display in your apartment or your house or your collection room or gallery or whatever you have? Okay, maybe some of you are going to feel weird about that. I felt weird about that just whenever I would collect Hot Toys. I had the Hot Toys in my collection room, and then when my friends came over, I'm like, it feels just a little bit weird to me, because, some people consider them figures, some people consider them dolls, whatever I know there's controversy with that term, but that made me feel weird. I'm like, I would rather have painted rock, okay? That made me feel better for some reason. But when it comes to half-clad people, do you feel awkward when people come over to see your collection? Okay. There are also statues out there that have no clothing on. Okay. Are they beautifully sculpted? Absolutely. There's nothing cooler than the body, the form, right? But again, I don't know how many of you are displaying something like that out there. There are some of you, yes. But for me, what crosses the line is my family. That's where I'm at. But I am curious as to what crosses your line. What are your rules? If the body's covered up, or just let me know what you guys think. I'm sure that there are some families out there that care less about that stuff, or spouses that care less about that stuff, and they say, bring it on. It's all beautiful. It's all art. It's all, beautifully sculpted. But again, it is an interesting conversation. Like, what does cross the line for you in terms of questionable, quote unquote, questionable content in your collection. If I didn't have a family, if I was single, would I get something like Vampirilla, Succubus, Deja Thoris? That's another one that always comes up. It's a beautiful freaking statue. Would I have that in my collection? Again, probably not. Even though I would love to have them, even though I appreciate the art from afar, I would still feel awkward, I think, when friends came over. Or family. You know, do you really want Succubus sitting in your collection when your mom comes over? Like, I don't know. Again, I'm just thinking about how other people might be feeling, again, how I would be feeling. It would make me feel awkward. So I'm just going to be able to appreciate the art from afar, just like I know a lot of you do. I still love it. I still love the art. I still think it's beautiful. I still appreciate it very, very much. But I don't know. That's what crosses the line for me. If it makes me feel weird, if it makes me feel awkward, or if I know it might potentially offend someone. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Again, this is just the ramblings of a madman today. Again, a fellow collector reached out and said, "Hey, Chris, would you talk about this?" And so I said, sure, absolutely. I love to talk to you guys about statues. I love to talk about this stuff. And sometimes it is not something we always talk about, right? It's something that's kind of in the shadows of collecting that not everybody really refers to. And so I like to bring those topics to light. So if there's something that you want me to talk about, or you want us as a community to talk about, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to do statue chats about those things. Always looking for things to talk about. And this was a fun topic to talk about. Again, it's something that is a little uncomfortable, I guess you could say. It's a little bit awkward to talk about, but I don't know, it's still fun. I also just want to take a second to check in on you guys. How are you guys all doing? The community has been, I feel like, on kind of a little bit of an upswing. I feel like things are getting a little bit better. We're starting to see some things shipped, some new releases. So I just want to check in with you. Are you guys doing okay? Also, you know, I say this all the time. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, making sure that you are taking care of your mental health. The world continues to be crazy no matter what we do. I try to not focus on that stuff. Just focus on, your own little world. And I feel like that helps a little bit. But just continue to be good to yourself, good to each other. Just all of that stuff, right? Take time for yourself. Continue to think positive thoughts, and I believe positive things will happen to you in your life. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're all doing well, like I said, and I'll be back for the next one. See you guys in the back cave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.